Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my faves and flops for the month of July. Spoiler, I don't have any flops this month. I feel like I'm trying a lot of new stuff right now and I don't really know if it's gonna work out for me just yet or not. So I don't have any flops. And in my faves, I have quite a few items that I don't typically bring in to my faves, and I don't really know why. I feel like you guys should know about them just as much as you should know about some of the other beauty items I use. So these are, kind of unconventional faves for the most part, but I have quite a few, so let's jump in. So the first thing I want to talk about is this. So I bought this because my friend did a review on this. Her channel is Alize's Beauty. I've talked about her a couple times recently, but she did a review on this mirror, made me want to have it, so I went ahead and purchased it. It is the Vanity Girl Hollywood Travel Mirror. It is a really nice, it's a really nice travel mirror. It flips open like this, and this is the mirror, of course. It does have the power button over here to turn it on. It must be dead. It is rechargeable via USB. Nope, it's off. So there's the light all around it, which I think is fantastic. It has an on-off switch back here. You can also charge it via USB right here. It is just an amazing mirror, and I use it with every single get ready with me. I've been using it so much lately. I don't know exactly how I would do without this mirror. It is kind of pricey, but I feel like it's very, very much worth the money. And initially when I purchased it, there was a 10% off code for it, so I got it a little more discounted than you might be able to pick it up now. But it is an amazing mirror. It also came with the power cord to charge it, and it came with this nice little case to put it into, and it fits right snug inside there. Travels very well. I took it with me to California when we went down to Disneyland, and I was super bummed out because I left it at my parents' house on the way back, but it made its way back to me, and I'm so excited that I didn't leave it in California because initially that's where I thought it was. The next thing I have is actually my toothbrush. It is the Oral-B Braun Genius toothbrush, and it was actually purchased for me by my dentist's office and then charged to my insurance plan. It is an amazing toothbrush though. When I use it, it's just, an automatic toothbrush. It's got multiple settings. It's also Bluetooth capable, so it connects to an app on my phone and helps me brush my teeth in the correct, for the correct length, for the right amount of time, in the right quadrants, equal amount of time to each quadrant. It's just an amazing toothbrush. I don't feel like my teeth have ever been cleaner since starting to use this toothbrush. Kudos to Oral-B. This is an awesome toothbrush. The next thing I have is this little Freya Luna Fofo. I got it in my FabFitFun box, and I love this guy. Also Bluetooth capable. It has an app for it that I don't 100% understand yet at this moment, but it does have these two little metal nubs back here, and it kind of looks like a little dude. That helps measure the dryness of your face. As you use the app, it'll tell you, where to place it on your face, and it measures the dryness of your face. And I have been able to keep my face more moisturized than I normally would just by using this guy and making sure that I am following, guidance from the app as I'm cleaning my face, or when I am measuring the dryness of my face to make sure that I have super dry skin, but this helps me keep it a little more moisturized than it normally might be. The next thing I have is this EOS shave cream. So I typically do the Venus Gillette shave and shower cream, which is amazing, and I'm not knocking it. It is really good, and I will probably go back to it because this stuff is kind of spendy. But I was out and I couldn't find it at the store, but I happened to be perusing the shelves at, where was I even? I think I was at Ulta, and I bought a travel size of this for my trip to California in June. And it was the pink one, I think, which is pomegranate. My earring just fell off. Well, I liked it so much that after coming back from vacation in California, I went ahead and went to Ulta and bought a full size. And the full size I bought is Vanilla Bliss. This stuff is amazing. It goes on like a cream. So like super thick, and it doesn't like lather or dry out your skin. My skin actually feels amazing after I get done shaving. It says 24 hours of deep moisture, natural shea butter, and aloe nourishes and softens skin, and it absolutely does that. It is probably I love the Gillette Venus Shave and Shower Gel. Love it. But I like this better. This is more expensive, and it does have less in it than the Gillette Venus Shave and Shower Gel. But this is definitely more nourishing, more moisturizing, and feels a lot creamier than the Gillette Venus stuff. It is pretty great. The stuff that these guys do for your lips, they're now doing for your legs, which I think is fantastic. The next thing I have is this Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. So I have, if you guys are familiar with my channel, you know I don't get wrapped up in hair care, and I don't because I for the longest time had super short hair. I'm just starting to grow it out. This probably as long as it's going to get. As a matter of fact, I need to go get it cut because it's getting a little long. But we have a pool, and we live in the pool during the summer. It is today 106 degrees. It's supposed to be 106 throughout the rest of the week, and it is insane hot. So we live in a pool. We use salt water and a saltwater generator to generate the chlorine in the pool, but it still leaves your hair feeling really dry. So it's not chemically chlorinated, but it still leaves your hair feeling like it's chemically chlorinated. And I find that when I use this, I can actually run a comb through my hair or a brush through my hair without having to tug at it to get through the knots, because it's just straw. So this has been amazing for me. I actually I don't want to purchase another one because it is rather spendy hair care. I got this in my FabFitFun box, and I couldn't be more thankful for it. I did have a little tiny trial size as well, which was actually a pretty decent size trial size version of it. But my 6-year-old daughter thought that she needed to use it and half of this container on her head in one sitting, which whatevs. But it's pretty expensive hair care, so I'm not sure. I need to find a more inexpensive option to make my hair not feel like straw. The next thing I have also received in my FabFitFun box is this Aromatherapy Associates De-Stress Muscle Gel. This is amazing stuff. So I hold every ounce of my stress in my neck and my shoulders, and because of that I suffer from migraines pretty frequently. This stuff has been awesome. Over the last several weeks I've used it more often than I can count to just help relax my muscles in my neck and my shoulders, and maybe not de-stress, but definitely de-stress those muscles. And it's prevented headaches, I'm sure of it. It is just, it's amazing. It doesn't smell the best. It absolutely smells like patchouli, which I am not a huge fan of. It has rosemary, black pepper, lavender, and ginger to de-stress your body. I think it smells like patchouli, but it definitely de-stresses your muscles. From what I remember from my FabFitFun box, this is also pretty pricey, so I'm really excited that there's quite a large container, because even using it generously, I've barely made a dent in this, and I can see it lasting me for quite some time. The next thing I have, also from FabFitFun, sorry guys, but I've been using it a lot lately, is this Kula Sport classic face sunscreen with white tea. So like I said, we have a pool and we kind of live in the pool during the summer, and my face has seen a lot of sun, yet I am not sporting a sunburn. So I cannot thank this product enough for its properties in keeping my skin safe. I've never had to reapply it in the middle of being out in the pool, and sometimes we're out there for hours. So it also is like not like any other sunscreen in the fact that it's more like a moisturizer, so it goes into your skin and just kind of sinks in instead of sitting on top. So it feels good. It says organic skincare with an SPF of 50. I only use it on my face. This stuff is made for your face, so it is going to be better for those of us that have sensitive skin, and that would be me. So like I said, I've not seen a sunburn yet on my face, and I use this every single time I'm outside in the pool especially. My moisturizer has an SPF in it, and I do use that every single day otherwise, but this goes on my face when I'm going to be in the pool because I know it's going to protect me. I know it's going to sit comfortably on my face, and I know it's great for my sensitive skin, and I know I'm not going to end up with a sunburn. So the next thing I have, I received in a BoxyCharm a few months ago, and that is this Pores No More vacuum cleaner. So I think when we got this, I said I don't really have a pores problem. I also don't really have an acne problem, and I don't. I stand by that, but what I will say is that I did have a little bit of a breakout here and was using this on my breakouts. This is my daughter's that was almost gone to begin with. I do have my full one still, so this just had a little bit left in it, and I had been using it on this breakout that I had, and it does wonders to take away any kind of pimple you might get almost immediately. It doesn't smell the best. It actually kind of stinks. I really hate the smell, but it reminds me a little bit of burning plastic, which is horrible to say, but it really does stink, but it really does work. I feel like I had this pimple right here. I feel like I would still probably be battling with that pimple if I had not been using this. It goes on, you put it on very liberally, so you put it on and kind of coat the area where you feel like you're getting a pimple or have gotten a pimple, and it kind of turns blue as it dries, and then you just wipe it off. I feel like I never really had that sensation of wanting to pop it to get it off my face, which is disgusting. I know, let's not talk about popping pimples, but it works, and it helped to make it so that that didn't become a much larger problem. So next we're going to talk about some brushes, and then I've got a few makeup items for you all. So I wanted to try some Morphe brushes, so I went and purchased some from my local Ulta, which is actually not local, it's like an hour away. But this is my favorite brush, I have to tell you. It's the Morphe M501 brush, and I use it for highlight, and I think that's actually what it's made for, but it just is the perfect shape just to hit that top of your cheekbone and around your eye socket area. It's just amazing. It's an amazing brush, and some of the Morphe brushes that I picked up are actually kind of pokey, but this one kind of feels really good on your face. I love this brush. Another one that I have that I've had forever is the IT Cosmetics. All of the writing has wore off on it. I've had it for quite some time. I can't remember what number it is, but it is the Airbrush Crease Brush. I can never say it. It is my ride or die go-to crease brush. I love this brush. I just dip color into it and I use it for the first layer of color in my crease, the one that goes up a little bit higher, because it is so spread out. Like, it just gets the color in there perfectly. I use it every single day. I have never found a better crease brush. So when I first purchased this brush, I purchased it because I was using a Mary Kay crease brush that I absolutely adored and couldn't find one just like it, and this one came closest. This one, I threw that Mary Kay brush away a few months ago and I have never looked back. This is an amazing crease brush. If you guys are in the market for a new crease brush, this It Cosmetics airbrush crease brush is pretty phenomenal. And the last brush I have that I want to talk about is this e.l.f. smudge brush. And it just looks like this. It is an amazing little smudge brush. It is not too flat, not too fat. It is really great for getting in underneath your eyes and putting, you know, any kind of color down there. I can't do color under my eye with a fluffy brush like I see a lot of beauty gurus do. I just can't do it. It ends up going clear down to my cheekbone. It looks awful. So I bought this smudge brush hoping that I would be able to do something with it as far as that goes, and I absolutely can. I absolutely love it. So I will put like my eyeliner on, and then I will put like a color on the end of this and then just go in and smudge it, and it perfectly works together, the eyeliner and the color, to make my under eye color, the lower lash line color, just look stunning. And it keeps it really tight into my lower lash line, which I appreciate. So I got this in an Ipsy quite some time ago. I can't even remember when I got it. I used it in my full face of samples that wasn't that long ago, and I will go ahead and link that up here. It is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer in Radiance. So I love this. I think that this is a beautiful primer. I have used the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer and I didn't really like it so much because of the silicone-y texture to it. This does not have that. I don't feel like it does have a little bit of a tint to it because it's Radiance. And once you like just put it on your skin, I mean, look at the glow that that gives. It is so pretty. And I find that any foundation that I put over the top of it just looks beautiful because of that glow. It's just so pretty. And my Ride or Die primers are Laura Geller primers, the spackle primers, and she does have like Radiance-esque one called Ethereal. This could overtake that. It's thicker. It's a little more tacky, which I don't mind. It's just different from what I'm used to. I feel like, though, because it's thicker and tacky, like the makeup tends to stick to it better, and it does a better job of priming my face than the ones that just sink into my face. So I might think about buying a full size of this because it's pretty fabulous. The next thing I have is a couple foundations for you. I do have this Tarte Clay Stick foundation, and it is in the color Fair Beige. So when I first bought this, I bought it because I was interested in the hype of a stick foundation. I didn't really get it, but I have used the poop out of this guy, and I think that it is amazing. So this is really light, and it's a great color for me for like winter, but during the summer it's not such a great color for me. So I've actually been mixing it with my Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte foundation just to get a little bit lighter than that, but not so light because I have been lathering my body with sunscreen, so I'm not as tan as I typically am during the summer, but I'm tanner than this. So this has become an everyday essential for me, and I will probably end up buying another one. I did get this in my Tarte kit, and when the Tarte kits come back around, I will probably buy another one. The next one I have for you is actually just a sample that I received, and I can't even remember where I received it from, but it is the Bobbi Brown Extra Repair Foundation with SPF 25. This is what my little container looks like. It's just a just a sample of it. I feel like it's, the color of it is beige. I feel like right now it's a really good color for me. In the winter it would probably be a horrible color, but this is a beautiful foundation. I feel like it's super thick. It's a lot more full coverage than I'm used to. Not a full coverage girl, but this covers everything I need foundation to cover without concealer, just in one little dude here. But it's so thick. That's the only thing I hate about it, is it's thick, so it kind of feels heavy. But it is a beautiful foundation once it's on. I feel like it makes my face look pretty flawless. I've worn it in a couple videos and I've had some really great feedback about my makeup and what it looked like in those videos. This was one thing that I remember wearing in a video thinking, I don't know about this foundation, and having a couple comments in that video saying, God, your foundation is just flawless. You look amazing, and that foundation color matches your skin so well. If it weren't so expensive, I would think about buying a full size of this guy. The next thing I have is actually something that a friend of mine gave me because she got a small PR package and she couldn't use this color. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, their new concealer, and this is in the color Swan. This is just an amazing concealer. This is the doe foot on it. I don't know if you guys can see that. So my Ride or Die concealer is the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer, and I love it. It's just, it goes on pretty effortlessly. It never creases on me. It's a little bit more moisturizing than most other concealers I've tried. And I absolutely abhor Tarte Shape Tape. And I love Tarte, but the Tarte Shape Tape just isn't for me. It's super dry. It makes my under eyes drier, and I look like I'm 90 when I use it, whether I powder or not. So I use the Tarte Shape Tape for things like a halo eye or a cut crease or things like, I mean, it has its purpose in my life. I just don't use it for under eye concealing because I find it to be too dry and thick. This seems to be the mix between the two. So the Bare Skin is very wet and emollient, and it just glides right on, and I don't feel like it creases at all. The Tarte Shape Tape is thick and it covers and it does a good job of all that, but I feel like it creases and is just really drying to my under eyes. This I feel like it is not. I am wearing this today. I feel like my under eyes look amazing. My makeup has been on currently at this moment for 10 hours and it still looks great. I haven't touched up. I don't powder it. It's amazing. It is amazing. And I will probably continue to purchase this because thank God I got it free, because I probably wouldn't have tried it had I not received it from my friend. And thank God she got some and is generous because I maybe would not have ever tried this. The next thing I want to talk about is the Too Faced Papa Don't Peach blush. I love this blush because of the pigmentation, number one, but also because it's super effortless and because it's got a little bit of a sheen to it. I don't know if you guys can tell, but when I wear this, I don't also have to wear a highlight over the top of it, or don't feel like I need to wear a highlight over the top of it. If I do wear a highlight, it is what it is, but I don't have to with this blush, and that makes me happy. The less powder I have to put on my face, the happier I am, because I'm old AF and sometimes it looks awful on me. So I have been pulling for this blush a lot. I love the color of it, especially during this time of year. It's just really pretty. And the next thing I have is this. It is the Absolute New York Double Trouble Jumbo Dual Ended Liquid Liner, if I could get that all out of my mouth. I pick it up at TJ Maxx for like $6. I think I just picked up another one because this guy is kind of running out. But it's got a fat end here, which I find I can like cut at an angle and make a perfect wing off my eye. And then it's got a skinny end as well, where I get into, you know, the inner corner of my eye and come out and connect it with the wing. And it just has been so helpful in helping me make the perfect wing. So I have all kinds of super expensive liquid eyeliners that I use, but this is the one that I pull every single day. So I can't see spending $21 to $24 on a liquid liner when this is the one I use every single day, and it cost me $6. The last two things I have for you guys are lip products. I do have this Marc Jacobs lip crayon in Night Mauves. I think that this is her mauves, however you say it. I think this is really pretty. I love the formula of it. It feels really creamy, and it also lasts quite some time for a lip crayon. It feels very nourishing and moisturizing to my lips, and it's very comfortable to wear. I don't feel like it seeps into, you know, every crack and crevice on my lips like this is doing, but I feel like this is like a really pretty color, number one, really great for summer, and it's also very comfortable on my lips. And then I have this one as well, which is the Tarte Natural Beauty Lip Surgent Power Pigment, and I believe it's in the color Berry. The color isn't on here, but I do believe it's in the color Berry, and it's just that perfect pink red that I get along with really well. And I have some pictures on Instagram with this lip color, and it is just so stunning. It looks wet, even though once it's applied it's not super wet. It makes my lips look amazing, and I just really dig it. I cannot keep these guys in my purse though, because they are super soft, and I feel like at 106 degrees they would probably melt all over the place. This one is super fragile in the first place, so I try not to keep them in my purse. But these are some pretty amazing lip products. This that I have on is the ABH liquid lipstick in Seraphine, I believe, and then I put some Huda Beauty lip strobe on top of it. It's a pretty color, and it doesn't go anywhere, nowhere, it's there. But this was a reapplication. This morning's kind of went bye-bye. I put my makeup on at 6. It was kind of wearing away from my mouth and my lips around noon. Everybody, which is good wear time, don't get me wrong. I think it's got a good wear time, but it's not super comfortable unless you put something on underneath of it, and I didn't do that today. So, and I think I've told you guys I don't really get along with red. I don't really get along with red. So that is it for my faves or flops, faves and flops. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I was really super excited to actually not have a flop this month, but like I said, it's because I'm testing out a lot of stuff. I'll probably have quite a few flops next month. We'll see. We'll see. I really have been enjoying the use of these things. I really am super glad that I got to share with you guys some of the more non-conventional items that you might find in your beauty routine. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And let me know what you thought about it down in the comments section. Let me know what you've tried or what you'd be excited to try or what you want more information on, because I'd be glad to give you more information on any of these products, and I will link all of them down in my description box. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I know that you don't have to, so it warms my heart that you absolutely do, and I hope that you'll think about subscribing on your way out. I do produce content 3 times a week at minimum, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday or Sunday, depending on how my work week goes. If you choose to subscribe, that would warm my heart so, so very much. I love watching this YouTube family grow, and I'd love seeing you, continue seeing you in the comments section, and being able to have a new friend join this little crazy train of mine. I really enjoyed our visit today, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Until next time, guys, bye-bye.